Hello, my friends, and welcome to this evening's talk. I don't know, prediction. We are taking L's. We are making fool of ourselves because, we predicted. Me and my friend Zeeshan, we predicted the Euro 2020 group stage and who's going to win the eventual final, of course. Unfortunately, we have, as it always is with predictions, you don't always get it right. So tonight, my friends, welcome to the stream, everyone. If you just joined, by the way, smash it on the like, and of course, say hi in the chat. Mr. Crab is there, Sushant is there as well. Nice to see you both, and Arnav as well. Today we will go through what happened in the group stage. Where did we go wrong? Where did it all start going wrong? And then, of course, we're going to look at the knockout stages and try to predict what's going to happen all up until the end. So it's going to be great fun. Great fun. I am waiting for Zeeshan. I know he is a crazy busy guy. I think he's streaming like 24/7. Talking football 24/7, which is quite crazy. So I will be waiting for him, my friends. Let's see. I can message him and let's see if he suddenly fall asleep. You know how that is. There we go. All right. Aniket is there as well. Talk Football HD Army is here. You even are an army. I love that. Such a great fan base you have, Zeeshan. So yeah, it's going to be very, very excited to have you on just a little while. Before we go into the talk with Zeeshan, because we are waiting for him, we're going to look at what's going to happen actually in these Euros knockout stages. So tomorrow, we start off with Wales against Denmark, and then there is Italy against Austria, and then we have Netherlands against Czech Republic. On Sunday, Belgium. This is going to be fire. This is going to be a fire game. There will, of course, be a watch-along for Italy against Austria tomorrow and Belgium against Portugal on Saturday. Croatia against Spain on Monday. Then the same day, 3 hours later, France against Switzerland. And then to finish it off on Tuesday, the tasty one, England against Germany. So it's going to be so crazy. And of course, Sweden against Ukraine and the final day. And then they have a couple of days of rest. And then there are quarterfinals and semifinals and blah, blah, blah. But before we go that far, these guys need to play the round of 16. So we'll see what happens there. I'm very excited for these Euros. It's been especially exciting for some teams that you really don't even expect to be in this in the knockout stages. Like, for example, Switzerland. Even though we predicted Switzerland in the final round of 16. Austria, Denmark, Wales was a big surprise in my opinion. It's gonna be so fire. The Dutch and Italy in the final, and Italy will win, says Reich. Welcome to the stream, Reich, as always. Yes, it may very well happen. Belgium against Portugal. I love both, but I love Belgium, and I can't betray Cristiano and Bruno, but I still support Belgium, says Arnav. Yeah, this will be a battle, and whoever wins between Belgium and Portugal will be facing probably Italy. And as you can see, my boys and girls, this one is a brand new. I love this one. The fabric is just nice. The only thing that I don't like about this is very, very tight. Look, it's very, very tight on the arms, but the overall, it's super fly. So yes, Italy against Austria. Whoever wins that game will face the winner between Belgium and Portugal. It's gonna be fire. Italy has Juventus sold this year. Well, I'm not so sure, Sushant, because there are very few Juve players apart from Chiesa, Bonucci, and Chiellini in that side. From the top of my head, I think that's it. The thing with this Italy squad, I will talk about this once Zeeshan is joining, is that these guys play as a team. which we haven't seen with Juve for, I don't know, 2 seasons at least. They play as a team. You know, they play for each other instead of creating space for one player or to try to score a goal and then having one defender trying to save their asses because they're just crap as a team. With Italy, it's everything. With Italy, it's absolutely everything. And the goal can come from anywhere. The goal can come from anywhere. So, yeah, it's going to be real fun to watch them against Austria. Make no mistake, we will be watching that game alongside you as well. Nikhil is in the chat. Nice to see you, Nikhil, once again. So only Italy player wear that in the start game. Yeah. So they do. I think so. They do. Hi, Steve. Welcome back to my channel. Always a pleasure. We're waiting for Zeeshan still, and once Zeeshan is joining us, we will be flying because we have so much to cover. We have the prediction, and then we have the reality. So we predicted something, and that not everything came to pass, became a reality, but something did. So Ultras arrived. Yes, Manav, indeed, they are coming. We're waiting. And also, before Zeeshan joins, I want to talk to you also about the stats of this tournament. Wow. Listen to this. 94 goals scored. 94 goals. Of course, 36 matches, but 94 goals. If your math is absolutely crazy, Juventus Hindi. Welcome to the stream. Now, Rodrigo Bentancur, he's on the West Coast, on the West Coast with the homies. So now he won't be joining just yet, but I'll have your invite forward to Monsieur Bentancur, and we'll take it from there. Italy's defense is like that, can even counter a nuclear war. It's funny, Zeeshan. Yeah, indeed. And you know what? The only thing that I don't like, of course, is that Chiellini is out injured. He has been training now with the first team, but once again with the squad from Italy. But I don't think he will be playing for them against Austria. So it will probably be Acerbi and Bonucci. Bastoni will not be there just yet, I think. So it will be about Acerbi. And also, if you look historically, Acerbi has been playing when Chiellini got injured. So there we go. Diaco is there as well. Nice to see my friend. And Nikhil, Zeeshan is always late. I think Portugal against Belgium will either be the most interesting match, attack versus attack, or the most boring match, Santos parking the bus. CR7 Gold, welcome back to the stream. Yes, I do agree with you on that one. I think Portugal, we'll also talk about that one once Zeeshan is here. I think Portugal are playing very tactical football, but they cannot afford to be sitting deep and defending because they're just not built that way, in my opinion. I think they need to go, and they have so many creative players. I mean, we have Bernardo Silva. They have freaking Cristiano Ronaldo. They have Renato Sanchez, who's been balling so far. Bruno Hernandez. We have, tons of players. And off the bench, Diego Jota. They have Ruben Diaz at the back, of course. But so Joao Moutinho. I just don't get it. Why do they park the bus with those offensive weapons up front? So, I don't know. But I see that Zeeshan has finally joined me. Let's invite him to the stream.
Yes.
My friend.
Hi.
How are you doing?
How are you? I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I was just explaining to people that it's not always what you predict is what's going to happen in real life. Because me, you, and my friend, we're going to take some L's, my friend. We have so much stuff we need to go through.
Of course, yeah.
Wow. Guys, before we start off with the Euro 2020, I need to officially welcome Zeeshan back to my channel. This guy is a machine. I every time I open YouTube, when I type in youtube.com, and then I follow, of course, his channel, Talk Football HD, and I see this guy is streaming. This guy's streaming every single day, every single minute. It's amazing. It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Listen, you are a crazy guy, and you know so much about football. It's yeah, well
It's
done.
just for the love of the game, Roman.
Yeah,
It's just for the love
indeed.
of the game. You know it.
Yeah,
Really.
I
Thank you
see. I
so
see
much.
that
Thank you.
you are passionate for this one, and I love you
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
So, well done. Continue what you do.
Thank you so much.
Sure. And if you guys don't know who Zeeshan is, you should be ashamed because
Oh
this
man.
guy runs the channel Talk Football HD. Subscribe to this channel and get him to even bigger numbers. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roman.
you're welcome, sir. Welcome to the stream, Aditsa and Adam as well. And Sushant has been there for quite some time. They already been talking
Oh,
crap about you, Zeeshan, because they
really?
said
Have
that
they?
you're always late. Uh,
Okay. They aren't
yeah, yeah.
lying. They aren't lying.
All right, and football films also in the
Oh yeah.
stream. Nice to see you guys. All right, here we
Great,
go.
great.
So,
Mm.
Zishan, we need to just start off right away because we predicted something. But let's start before we start predicting and the reality, what happened and whatnot. The whole tournament. Let's start off with the whole thing. Euro 2020. How has it been for you so far?
Excellent, man. There were so many surprises. I mean, we predicted something that this team is going to defeat that. We predicted Turkey are going to go through, and look at them, man, out of the tournament. And wow, what a roller coaster ride this has been. Look at Portugal, look at Italy, man. They have been phenomenal, and the way they have been playing, and they are my favorite team right now. So
Mm.
there
Wow,
have
wow,
been some
wow. There
ups
we
and
go.
downs. Yeah, really. I was thinking about you when I was waiting for the stream to happen. I was thinking I will tell Romal that Italy have become my favorite. So yeah,
Well, there we
now
go.
they are, and I'm disappointed in England a bit. I
Hmm.
thought that they had got a great squad to play, but they didn't play up to the level. There are so many poor performances from the top players like Kane. Even Foden disappointed me a lot, and there were some surprises. I mean, Denmark really have been so great. So Slovakia were okay; they were decent enough, but
Hmm.
then yeah, Sweden again. So yeah, love the tournament, man.
Yeah, indeed. How was your initial feeling when were you live streaming, by the way, when Christian Eriksen fell?
Yeah, yeah. At that moment, not that game particularly. No, I wasn't live
No.
for that game. I was talking to a friend of mine while watching the television screen. I was like, "What the hell happened?" I actually saw him pass it with his knees. I was like, "What is that? What did he do? Why did he pass it with his knees?" And then I saw that he took his hands. I was just aghast, man. I was just aghast. What the hell happened? And there was complete silence for 10 whole minutes, 20 whole minutes, and I was like, what the hell happened? And then I saw that
Hmm.
catastrophic scene. Catastrophic scene. That he's fine now. All that doesn't matter if he's not gonna get to play again, but it's okay that he's alive now.
Yeah, well, it's very okay. Indeed. All right. So we got to talk to some numbers here before we start off with taking some L's here and there. So, as I said before you joined, 94 goals. 94 goals scored so far, 36
Yeah,
matches, which means 2.62 goals per match.
per match.
That is
Wow.
crazy, huh? And you know who scored the most goals so far? It is Netherlands.
Own goals.
Well, no.
8 own goals, Roman, and they are more than combined numbers of the past. I think 4 Euros around,
Yeah. Wow.
and and the
And
second top scorer, of course,
well,
Cristiano.
it is. Yes, it is. And possession-wise, though, my friend,
Yeah.
possession. We gotta talk possession because Spain has 68.7% possession, most
Wow.
of all sides. Thank you so much for your super chat, Sushan.
Do not
Uh,
read the message.
I know this. I know this,
Come
Sushan.
on,
I
man.
know. I know.
Oh man, shit.
I know he's a massive fan, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We love football. That's
Yeah,
important. That's very
yeah,
important. But thank you
yeah.
so
So
much for the
what the
super
hell
chat,
are you
my
doing,
friend.
man?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? But if we scroll all the way down, here is what becomes interesting. The team with least possession in this tournament so far is Hungary
Wow.
with 34%, and Sweden are just right above. But
But they're doing the
Sweden,
job, man. They did the job.
exactly.
I mean, Hungary, of course, they have they did fantastic against Germany, well, against Portugal as well. So they're out, anyways.
Yeah, they are out, unfortunately, but it was close goal. So
Yep.
let's do the predictions and whatever happened with us, my friend. So,
Oh man, again this screen. Come on, man,
so
you made all of this.
I did make all of this, yes.
Man, that's hard work.
Yeah. So we predicted Italy were gonna go top, which is in fact true. 7 goals, 0 conceded. We predicted Turkey second, Switzerland third, which we got right, and Wales, of course, last, which we were completely wrong about.
Roman,
Yes.
I don't want to do this, man. I really don't want to do this.
But it gets better. It gets. Don't worry. It gets better, and then it gets much worse. But then at the end, we'll be good. What happened to Turkey, man?
I do not understand why they did that. I mean, they came off on a fine run of form. We were thinking that they are going to do well, but it's just not about the players that are in the team. It's about
Zeeshan, you're struggling. Your Wi-Fi is struggling big time.
Yeah. Is it okay now, man? This has been a constant problem.
Wow. All right. No, it's fine. Let's just continue. Turkey, go.
Okay, yeah. Like I was talking about that, it's not just about the players that are playing, it's about how well the team is oriented. They have to play together as a team, and they were shit defensively, and they were shit going forward. They weren't able to score. There was pressure on Burak Yilmaz to score the goals alone. So I think that they were the victim of their own downfalls because of the hype that we created around them.
True. All right, but overall, I think we did good. I mean, Italy top, of course, is very easy.
Of course, we underestimated Wales. Man. We really underestimated them. But the way they have been playing, the defensive skills of the team is immense, and the way they have been counter-attacking through Gareth Bale to Aaron Ramsey and all, they were a treat to watch, man. So yeah, they're up on top. I mean, lucky for them.
Aniket with the comment, Zeeshan's Wi-Fi problem is more consistent than Morata's misses.
It's gonna be a global thing, man. Come on, shut the hell up, guys. And who is watching, please subscribe and like this stream, man. Come on, this guy works as equally hard as us.
So, thank you so much. Thank you. Group B, my friend. We got the top 2. I gotta say, spot on. Belgium first, Denmark second. And there was a coin toss between Russia and Finland, but we were thinking that Finland was going to be destroyed. 0 points and 0 goals, but they actually, well, I gotta say, the game between Finland and Denmark kind of was overshadowed by the Christian Eriksen incident. So in my opinion, my honest opinion, that game should have not been played the same time. And this is why Finland won that game. Not taking anything away from Denmark, but it was just Simon Kjær was not even present at the game almost mentally. So
nobody was there mentally. You can see Hobbier missing the penalty as well in that game later in the second half. We saw their full potential. And so everybody was stuck with what's going to happen with Eriksen. So nobody could play with their full potential over there. And rightfully so, Finland came out with just a goal. And we saw that they didn't even celebrate that goal.
Yes.
So, yeah. So.
Indeed. Yeah, overall, I think we're, as expected, Belgium were going to win this group. Denmark second.
Course, man. What a team. What a team, Belgium.
What a team. What a team.
Of course.
And
do you see any weakness in this Belgium team?
Well, the only thing I wonder is maybe the defense,
of course, we have been wondering about that, but have they been tested like that?
Exactly. Right. And this will be a great time will be to face in the round of 16.
We're going to see how they are set up defensively against the best attackers in the world, like especially Cristiano being up there against Alderweireld and Vertonghen and Boyata. Yes. So it's going to be a great game. Who are you supporting, by the way, in this match?
That's very tough. That's very tough, actually.
Of course.
Absolutely, completely open game. I rather, you know what? I go with Portugal on this one. But we'll come back. We'll come back to the actual prediction. But I'm going to root for Portugal Just because I have a lot of followers who will follow Portugal. So.
Oh, come on, man. You see how the hate I get on my channel, man. They are kicking me every
Mm,
single time if I say anything. They just go by the title and they're like, "How the hell can you say that, man?" And I'm like, "Please go through the video once. Please hear me out." And
exactly. Yes. This is why we create videos. We're not just creating
of
posts.
course, and please do not read the comments. Please just
Uh,
move along.
no, I'm not reading. All right, moving on from Group B to
Yep.
Group C, and this one
Wow.
was well. I was surprised that Austria got second place and not Ukraine, but you know what you're gonna do.
Man, they played good. They
Hmm.
had a decent run of form, man. And the way they have been defeating team, of course, North Macedonia, of course, they had to finish fourth. We predicted that for the least. In Ukraine and Austria, we were kind of thinking, I wasn't pretty sure who's going to be where, but Austria made it to second. Yeah, they had a fantastic run. They are
Hmm.
qualified now. 2 wins now, man. 2 wins.
2 wins, yes, and
Yeah,
only 4 goals scored.
only 4 goals scored.
But you score, you win, and that's it.
Of course, yeah.
It doesn't
Even a
matter how many
1-0
you
win is a
score.
win.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we'll see. They will be facing, of course, Italy in the first round of 16. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, right. Italy against Austria. Wow.
Hmm.
So
Tomorrow evening.
yeah.
Group D, my friend, and this is where it gets very, very bad for us.
Ah,
We we're gonna take the L on this one. This is fine. Croatia, we were thinking Croatia were gonna top the group. England second, Scotland third, Czech Republic fourth, but it is actually well all the way around. It's
yeah, yeah,
Scotland fourth and England winning the group.
yeah. I mean, England wasn't so good. They just won the game because of that win against Croatia, the win against Scotland. But Croatia, to be honest, Croatia should have topped this, should have taken the advantage of the falling of the England team, but they were resolute, let's say, for the least. And they haven't conceded a goal. Haven't conceded a goal, Roman. So, yeah, this team is resolute defensively, but when it comes to attack,
Yeah,
not so clinical. They are going to suffer against Germany. I'm saying that.
but look at how many goals England have scored. Two.
Of course,
Do
that's what I'm saying. 2 goals, just
it. That's it. That's it. 2 goals,
that's it. And you
and
go
they're
through
winning the group.
top of your table, man.
It's amazing. It's absolutely
Yeah,
amazing. But Croatia, man,
Republic,
what do you think about Croatia?
man. One loss, one draw, one win. They haven't been so clinical, but in the last game, Modric turned up and he was fantastic. And so there's new confidence in this team now. The way they have been playing, Perisic, Rebic, Modric. So the team is united. Like I said, the reason why we went with Croatia at the top was the same reason why they are over here at the second, and they are a much resolute, much complete team. And
Mm,
I do feel that uh, they couldn't make it top, but still, yeah, they're gonna be a tough competition for Spain and
yeah,
Czech Republic. Look at them, man. They had a fantastic run of form over there.
yeah,
Still
and they
at
are
third
also through.
position, qualified. Yeah, they're also
Mm,
through. So
mm.
Patrick Schick was phenomenal, scoring 3 goals, two worldies, man.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah,
The
feeling
guy,
good.
the guy who was almost ready to join Juve, and then the
Yeah,
medical decided
yeah.
not to join him, not to
Oh,
sign him. So yeah, but Patrick Schick is actually one of those top goal scorers in the competition. Of course, he has 3 goals. Emil
yeah.
Forsberg 3 goals, Lukaku 3, Wijnaldum 3, Lewandowski 3. But of course, Cristiano, see Ronaldo 5 goals. So there we go.
Yeah.
The goat is still the goat. Group E, my friend.
Wow.
I did not expect Sweden to win this one.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
Same, man. Actually, Spain have been awfully poor. You have to give it to
They
them. Two
have.
draws.
They
They
have.
have been really poor, but Sweden have taken the chances against Poland, against Slovakia, and in the last game they were literally clinical, scoring great goal. I think they scored at the last moment in which they won. It was a
Mm.
3-2 win in which they scored at the very last moment and they kicked out Poland. So and Spain thrashed Slovakia 5-0. It was that game. In that game, they were actually at their best. So maybe it's looking at Slovakia, they were just Slovakia, so Spain played like that, but they couldn't play like that against Sweden and Poland. But against Croatia, what will happen? So we don't know if Morata is gonna misfire again, if he's gonna be in the squad even. So it's
Mm,
really tough to predict, man. But
yeah,
we have to see an improvement in Spain.
we have to. We have to. They have a young squad. It's got to be said.
Yeah,
Is it
Kulusevski is back, Roman.
Kulusevski's back for Sweden? Yes,
Yeah,
2 assists.
thank you.
Thank you so much to Home of Viewer for that one.
Mm.
2 assists indeed. And an interesting comment from Boshinho here. Lewandowski scores 3 goals for Poland, and
Oh yeah,
Poland are
yeah.
bottom, but England scores 2, but they're top of the group. I mean, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about Poland. What happened?
uh, Too much dependent on one single player, man. They just
Mm,
one draw, and that too. They didn't play their best game. I mean, not a team isn't run by just a single player, and there was too much pressure on this guy Lewandowski. And I feel if they had some decent players apart from Zelensky and apart from a few others, they would have been at least ahead of Slovakia, at least on the third spot. Maybe they could
mm.
have won, tried to win against Spain or anything. They didn't even challenge, man. So
Mm.
too bad, too
Yeah,
bad for them.
we talked about this before. Actually, their weak spot is in defense. This is where they
Yeah, right.
struggle the most. But it really didn't help when Wojciech Szczesny concedes that
Yeah, own
goal
goals.
for the first one. Yes, and I mean Lewandowski scores 41 goals in a season for Bayern Munich, and then he goes to Poland national side, and then of course he scores 3 goals. But
They
you gotta
concede
expect.
six. You concede
Yes,
six, man.
yes.
You
So
cannot do
really,
that.
it really doesn't help, you know. This is also good proof of that. You have to play with 11 players on the pitch.
Of course,
It's not about
of
one
course.
player who can win you the competition.
No.
Yeah, but shame for Poland and Slovakia as well. They are 2 losses, 1 win. But yeah, I don't know. It was going to be always Spain and Sweden, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Group E, my friend, and then
Yep.
Group F. And this
Shit.
one, my friend, this was a crazy one. This was a
Wow.
very crazy one because
It was
the
so close.
last match
Yeah.
day was so crazy. Everyone was at some point at the elimination stage beside France. It was insane. Talk me through it.
Actually, Portugal were the team who were at first, second, third, and fourth in the last game. They were actually
Exactly.
at all of the spots. And man, I think that they played it safe against France. They didn't go so forward. They didn't attack that much because they thought that okay, fine, we are safe with a 2-2. And look at
Mm,
Hungary versus Germany. If it weren't for that goal in the last moments
yeah.
by that Leon Goretzka, they would have
Yes.
been they would have been out, man. And it just save themselves.
Mm,
And Hungary, I have to give it to them, man. They were actually the dark horse for me because they threatened these top teams, man. They played a great game against France. They played a great game against Germany even the last game. But against even Portugal, they were all right. They were all right, but they conceded three in the last 10 minutes. So
yeah.
Hungary for me, they have been so good. But the best team, if I talk about the best performance which I saw, it was by Germany, man. I hope you would agree with me. Or if
Really?
not, then yeah, man. In that game against Portugal, they were clinical, class
Mm.
apart. I mean, we could get to see the best of the performance, and they were taking pieces out of this Portugal team as if they were kids. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the defense though, the defense. I mean, I
of
was,
course.
I was, I was screaming at Semedo. Why you? I mean, Robin Gosens got the airstrip ahead of him to play.
Actually,
He
people
was
people were
completely
saying,
alone.
yeah, yeah, of course. People are saying that he couldn't mark Gosens. Actually, my thing is that he wasn't even trying to mark him. He was
Hmm,
somewhere else. He was trying to do the attack, trying to do the defense. He wasn't looking for Gosens in particularly because nobody expected him to be the focal point of the attacks.
exactly. This is. But then again, if you look at how Atalanta are playing, time and time again, we see Robin Gosens coming from the deep
Yeah.
on the far post. So there also goes my question: Santos, what
Ah.
is going on? Why cannot you do some more research? Is he basically stuck in his own ways and just not able to evolve?
Exactly. In the first game that we saw against Hungary, we clearly could see that where they are lacking. We saw that Portugal needs to improve their midfield. Um, yeah, of course. Right, great comment. And
Hmm.
yeah, Santos, of course, he wasn't able to read how his team should respond. In the second game as well, they went with the exact same midfield and they suffered, right? So in the last game, they came out with a changed midfield and they dropped Bruno Fernandes and went out with Mortino
Yes.
and this guy Renato Sanchez. So they played better than the past two times. So I was happy that they actually at least sat Bruno Fernandes and played with some confidence. And yeah, they
Yeah.
did well. Okay, against France.
Manav says Germany was so wide and aggressive against Portugal than France.
Yeah, of course.
Interesting. Yeah. And of course, Hungary would have been facing Belgium if they won against
Yeah.
Germany, says EXO. Yes. But you know what? I say with Hungary, it's very interesting because, first of all, their first two matches, they were at home.
Yeah.
And the game against France was 30 degrees. It was very hot.
Mhm.
And it was full packed stadium. And
Yeah.
the fans were behind the Hungarians. So you kind of saw that coming towards the end of the game. But the last game, it was pouring rain. Germany against Hungary. And yet still they scored and made trouble for Germany. But Germany ended up second, Portugal third, almost as we predicted. We were thinking, I
Almost.
remember they won Zeeshan because it was just between those two. Who should we go
Of
for?
course.
Portugal
Of course.
or Germany?
Yeah.
Man.
And
That's funny.
was it for the Cristiano fans that we made Portugal at the second spot?
Well, I will not say. I will not speak.
We shall not respond.
We shall not respond. Indeed. Yes.
Yep.
So there we go. So we're not that far off the reality there, but
That was all right.
that was all right. Which brings us to another one because we need
Yeah.
to decide what to do with the rest. With the knockout predictor.
Wow. Oh shit. Oh
Yes.
no, not this again, man.
We have some lovely team ups here. We have some easy ones, of course. We have some
Yeah.
very tough ones. But as this started, it's panned out to be basically, you have two sets of, you have two parts basically all the way to the final. On the left side, or the top part, you see on the screen here, big sides: Belgium, Portugal, Italy, France, Spain, and on the other side, England, Germany, Netherlands, and that's it, more or less. And probably Spain. Well, Spain is on the other side, so you have actually basically early England, Germany, and Netherlands.
Netherlands only.
A bit unfair, no? Or is it just exciting? I don't know. What you think?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's unfair. Maybe the selection could have been better, but that's how the team showed themselves up in the groups. So yeah, this is their own doing.
This is their yes. We should blame themselves. Yes,
Yeah, of course.
indeed. All right. Let's see. Boshenio says it's me, Sweden, and Netherlands in the semi-final. Interesting. All right. Guys, before we start with this one, just smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and say hi if you're watching and not commenting. We need to know that you are watching. That's a funny one from Adam. We'll go to this one first. Oh, sorry, Steve. Adam, predict which one of countries makes the World Cup first, Canada or India?
Oh, come on, man, Adam. It's really clear the team of Canada is all right. They are better than the Indians as well. And I do feel that they are better in terms of ranking. I believe they are at least far off from the 100 spot. I don't know. I don't remember the ranking, but they are better. So India is on 105. So it will be longer than at least Canada for us to make into the World Cup. And we pray that in the next 10 years, we got to see at least one World Cup, one good tournament from the Indians to play. And we hope that they would make it.
But there is we talked about this previously, Zeeshan. Is there like a slight change in an environment, change in the culture of India, going from total domination of cricket to more football?
Shifting.
Yes.
And recently, you might have heard the Finnish midfielder. I'm forgetting the name right now. He has just signed for our ISL club. So there goes a big signing again. Yeah, really.
Wow.
So that is a great, huge signing when it comes to Indian football. So we are improving. We are bringing on the young players. So we hope to make it to the World Cup in the next 10 years, man.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You need it. You need it.
Yeah.
So we need it as well because we're not going to predict this crazy stuff. So I don't know where you want to start.
No, you pick one. Just not start with the first one, man.
Let's start at the bottom, shall we?
Of course, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
better.
Wales and Denmark. Now, based
Yeah,
on the way they played, based on how these teams performed against, well, let's face it, Denmark played against big sides, Wales again played against Italy, so they know how to face bigger sides. Now they face each other. Um, is it 50-50, or do you feel that there is slight advantage to some sides?
I do believe there's a slight advantage to Denmark in this because they would be playing with the spirits high because they have been playing like that in the past two games and we have seen what they can do with just that courage, Roman. And
Mm.
football is one with that. You need your mind over there. You need your motivation, and right now it's much more than football for them. So
Yes, indeed. Mm.
yeah, of course. When you look at Wales, although they are masterclass when it comes to defending, they can do it really nicely. But in attack, of course, if they click, they can destroy any team because they've got Daniel James on the right, they've got Gareth Bale on the left, they've got Aaron Ramsey in the center of the park. So they have got good players who can attack, but defenders at Denmark are also really good. Christiansen, Simon Kjær, Vestergaard, all top defenders are there. So like I said, I gave out the same prediction on my channel talking about this.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Juni Koko is the player. Thank you so much, Exo,
Thank you.
for that.
Yes.
So
And
like I
yes, of
talked
course,
about,
Del
uh
Piero. Del Piero also played in it in India. Yes, that's true. He played
yeah,
for Delhi Dynamos. Is that true? I think so.
I don't remember by that time I wasn't following ISL that much, and yes, some big names have come and played
Mm,
in India. Yeah.
indeed. David Villa has also been.
David Villa is gonna come over here at FC Odisha. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
there
gonna
we
be.
go.
He's gonna not gonna play. He's gonna be some. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know what position he's gonna be, but he's not gonna play. But he's gonna be there.
There we go. We'll go. We have to go do our own stream about Indian football sometime. That'll be great
Yeah,
fun.
sure.
Maybe. So Wales against Denmark playing actually tomorrow. They
Yeah,
start the whole thing.
yeah.
They play in Amsterdam, so they will not be
Hmm.
playing in Denmark anymore. It's
Right.
as close as to Wales as it is to
Denmark.
Denmark, maybe slightly. So I say 50-50.
All right.
But if we're gonna go with Denmark and Wales, you gotta go with Denmark. I have to agree with you there. I think.
Yep, because I think the
Uh,
attack, Yusuf Poulsen, Braithwaite, Damsgaard, they all have been on fire, man. And yeah, Denmark for me. I gave the same prediction. I
yeah,
believe
there
they
we
will be
go.
defensively very solid and they will be clinical in attack.
All right, moving on. Netherlands against Czech
Yeah.
Republic, and then we
All right.
scroll to Sunday, first game. This game will be played in Budapest.
Yeah.
Wow. Remember,
Mm,
Netherlands scored 8 goals so far in this tournament, but is it enough?
is it enough? Is it enough to play the Czechs? They have been good, but can they break the resolute defense of the Netherlands playing with Delit, De Vrij, Daley Blind, such experience, held in the middle of the park by De Roon, De Jong, and Wijnaldum up top. He's having a great tournament, man. And Depay has gone all crazy.
Yeah.
Weghorst is still to unleash himself, but Dumfries is doing the job for him,
Dumfries, Delict.
man. So come on, yeah, right. Oh wow, that was swag over there. Okay, so
Yeah.
Netherlands for me, man.
Netherlands for me. And Netherlands for me as well. We have to be careful with Netherlands because they,
Disrespect on
they
the name of the
tend to
Czech.
they tend to choke a little bit sometimes, you know. But I have a feeling they just have a better squad than Czech Republic.
Of course, of course, of course.
So we
They
gotta
get the
go
job
there.
done.
Yeah. And then let's go England Germany, man. Let's just throw ourselves in
Wow.
there.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Um, what
You
are
go
we
first, man.
thinking?
Come on.
I go first. What do I do? I mean, as you said, Germany against Portugal was an insane game. Tactically outclassed and scoring goals at will, basically, and had total control of Portugal, at least in the second half. England, however, scoring only 2 goals, overhyping just a little bit, well, as always. But they are through as a number one from their group, England. Germany, um, not so sure. I'm not so sure. I want to say England because they have a clear striker, and Germany
Okay.
don't. But I want to say Germany because they have such a good defense, in my opinion. I think they have a solid defending. with Neuer back there, and also, how can we forget Tony Cruz and his masterclasses? And speed up front with Sané, with Gnabry. Kai Havertz is
Kai
balling.
Havertz.
Robin Gosens, of course, from the left.
Do not
And
forget Quebec. Man, that
no,
guy is a
of
beast playing.
course, yes.
Yeah,
Masiala as well. Where is he?
Musiala. Yeah, he played last time out, and he was the reason why they scored that winner. Sorry, that last goal.
There we go. Leon
Goretzka scored
Goretzka,
that
of
goal.
course,
Yeah.
yes. But England, how much can we expect from England this time? Should we expect more?
Can we now? Hello. Did
Yes,
I lag?
yo.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was just gonna ask you one thing. What is the main difference that you see between England and Portugal?
Organization.
Right.
And
Who's got
I
better one?
think, I think Germany got the better one. And I think Germany got that experience. Joachim Löw has done this before. Even though this is a young team with Germany, I think they have the experience. And they know now how to face
Experience.
big sides. You know, they played Portugal, they played France, they played against Hungary, which was not an easy game for them.
No.
I think they are more ready for this game. However, England scoring only 2 goals, you expect more. You expect more, much more from England, but it's just not enough. You know, I feel Harry Kane hasn't scored a goal at all. Raheem Sterling has got both goals. Right, so that's it. I mean,
Of
I need
course.
more goals from England, but this is why I feel
Definitely, we
I
need more
feel
goals, man.
yeah.
They have just played Saka for one game and he was the man of the match, and they haven't played Jaden Sancho for one game and he was the man of the match.
Mhm.
And when you're with team, I feel that they have got a good squad, but the squad doesn't know how to play together.
Yeah, there we go. So what you're gonna go? Should we go with Germany?
Um, I think that they're gonna edge it anyhow because you know what, the more resolute team, the more complete team, the more defensive team, the more
Mm.
aggressive team, the more attacking team, the more attacking team. England, although they would defend, Germany would have answers to counter them. Germany would have answers to counter them. Definitely.
There we go. The difference between England and Portugal is
Of course.
goal, of course,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Even though Portugal is not there just yet, but Germany going through and England are out according to our prediction. We're gonna probably gonna take the L on this one, as we
Yeah, man.
usually do, man.
Yeah. We're gonna take the
Sweden,
risk.
yes, Sweden against Ukraine, my friend. What's gonna happen?
Um,
This is open. This is very
this is
open.
really open, very clear, and I do not know who the winner is gonna be, but I do have a feeling that Sweden are gonna edge it because they have been good in the past few games, and even though Ukraine, I don't know if I wanna go with them, but my first instinct is saying, calling out to me, go with Sweden, go with Sweden. So
And don't forget Kulusevski is just back from
of course,
his
Kulusevski
COVID, and he will be for sure he will be starting after those 2
starting, yeah,
assists. So
he's
Alexander
gonna be there.
Isak, one of the
Boss role,
favorites of mine personally, because he's been impressing
yeah,
me hugely
same.
this competition. So Alexander Isak, Kulusevski, Emil Forsberg. You have these old guns in the defense as well. I mean, this is an interesting side with Ukraine. However, I'm
Yeah,
not sure. I'm not sure. It's average all over the place. I think with beside and
yeah,
even
they're average.
Zinchenko. Zinchenko has
Yeah,
been okay. Nothing more.
and he has been okay. He has been playing his part. He did
Yeah,
okay. He did fine, yeah, actually. So, but is he enough to defeat Sweden?
I don't think so.
That's why what you said, I would agree to it. It's an open game, but just because Sweden have been consistent enough, they have got a
Mm.
better squad up front. So I believe that they are gonna score a few. Kulusevski is back, man. I'm gonna go with Kulusevski.
Let's go with the Swedish Eminem sending them through. So Sweden will be playing against Germany in the quarterfinals. Whew. And
Wow.
this
Wow.
is gets interesting. Croatia against Spain, my friend. What are we doing? Equally tough, but in my honest opinion, I'll keep it short
Yeah.
this time. I'll say Spain needs to improve hugely, and they have no room for error anymore. If
No.
they don't perform, if they don't score the goals, they are out. Croatia could also be doing the same thing. I mean, they have no rooms for error either, of course, but there's much more pressure on Spain, don't you think?
It is, and they would be thinking if they don't get it right, there would be so much criticism on
Hmm.
Luis Enrique, on the
Oh,
players as well.
yes.
And we have just read Morata said that his family has been receiving the death threats, man. So
Wow.
that's not good. Yeah, they were
Wow.
talking about hoping the kids die. So it's not good. The hate that he's getting, it's literally awful to see. But when you look at this Spain and this team, the way they have been playing in the last game, particularly against Slovakia, they have been good. The past game was really good, and okay, when you don't pick Real Madrid players, of course he's gonna come. Everything is gonna come down on Luis Enrique if they are not gonna win this one. Because if you look at Croatia, not their best tournament, but still over here. So if you're not able to beat Croatia, but yet let's not be so harsh on Spain. They have a very young squad. They have got new players coming in, Pedri playing in, Laporte playing in for the first time. So they've got young players over there. They need to gel. They need to play together as a team. But if they continue with anything that they left in the last game, I feel they're gonna defeat Croatia.
Hmm. I see. I hear someone is disagreeing with you in the background.
Yeah.
Z.
All right. Uh, w-
That's fun.
all right.
There we go.
Spain
Let's
aren't
see.
tested. All right. Yeah. Croatia's, yeah, definitely just conceded one against England. Croatia would get an edge. All right. All right. So just because Croatia didn't concede much, Spain. Wow, man. Come on. You go pick with it. What you gonna think?
It will be an
Who's gonna?
embarrassment if Spain doesn't win this one. It will be an embarrassment for them, and they have such a
And should we
bigger.
should we go with our hope? Should we trust Spain with this? That they are gonna do it.
I
They're gonna
think
go
so.
through with this.
I think
Yeah.
so. I will be amazed if doesn't happen.
Of course.
But it will be their greatest downfall since their
It would
huge
be.
domination only
Yeah.
5 years ago. So 5 6 years ago.
All right.
France, Switzerland. We're gonna have to keep it short. We're gonna go there.
Ah, yeah. Definitely, of course. No,
Otherwise, it will be the greatest shock in this
uh,
competition.
not much to talk about over there.
Not much to talk about yet. It should be a France, without a doubt.
Without any disrespect to Switzerland, they have done good.
Absolutely. Xherdan Shaqiri, of course.
Yeah.
Not Anatovic. Seferovic,
Guiambolo,
Embolo,
Seferovic.
Seferovic. Yes. So there are good players there, but this is
Decent, decent.
Granit Xhaka, but it's just not enough
Yeah.
against these France
No.
superstars.
Too much quality. Too much quality.
Too much quality. Italy against Austria, my friend.
Whoa. Austria.
It's
Yep.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah, of course, man. There's no doubt to it. But just let's put some context on this. David Alaba has been good, and
Yep.
also I don't think that he would just be enough of a reason to defeat this well constituted side in Italy.
Hmm.
And they've got the answers to everything, man. They haven't been tested at the toppest level. They haven't got the toughest challenge in this group.
Yep.
But still, I believe that the way they have played, not conceding in the past 11 games, speaks volume.
Yeah.
And so they are
I
gonna run
agree.
with
I
it.
agree. The only thing I worry is that their own complacency. You know, they think they are good.
Yeah.
Italy, they think they are unbeatable. They haven't been unbeaten in 11 games. Hasn't conceded in 11
Haven't,
games.
huh?
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know. So this record, some guy will come crushing down on them if they are not careful.
They're
So
gonna
if
lose in the coming games, Roma. They're gonna lose. They're gonna draw. They're gonna concede a few. But are they gonna lose just right now? Just when it's so very important?
they should not be obsessed about it, I think.
Exactly.
And I think Roberto Mancini is the perfect guy to lead this somewhat young squad and tell them that, you know what, don't worry about what happened. This is what we're gonna do. So I think they will be ready for Austria. Austria will be ready for Italy. No Chiellini. Acerbi will probably be
Yeah.
starting alongside Bonucci.
Bonucci.
We'll see. We'll see. But I go with Italy, and so do you, I guess.
Roman, there's a very slight question because we have seen Marco Verratti come back and play a phenomenal game in the last game, and he created around 5 chances. I think in his time when he was playing in the last game. And who would you pick in the middle? Giorgino is there, Locatelli is there, Barella is there, and then Verratti is there, man.
Well, that's the thing. this is a good problem to have for Mancini. You know, you have Locatelli. How can you bench Locatelli? He scored 2 beautiful goals against Switzerland.
Yeah.
How can you bench Jorginho, one of the best players in this competition for Italy? How can you bench Barella, who is an
Barella.
absolute engine? But then again, you have Verratti, who played excellent against Wales and who is world class at his best. I don't know. It's very hard. Maybe,
I
perhaps.
thought you would
Look,
have an answer. Come on, man.
I think Locatelli should will be probably benched if Verratti is starting. I think they need Barella.
Yeah.
I think
Barella is needed.
they
Jorginho is also needed. I think they're
they
gonna
need the
go with
Jorginho. Yes,
Verratti. Okay.
Verratti, Jorginho, and Barella. This is my
Barella.
opinion.
All right.
And of course, of
Nice.
front, Immobile, Insigne. And question is, of course, Berardi or Chiesa. This
Who
is
would you
very
pick? Who would you
interesting.
pick?
I
Who would you pick?
I would of course pick Chiesa because I think
Of course.
Berardi is very inconsistent. But but
He has been good, man. He has
providing-
been good.
He has been good. He has been providing points. He has
He's
been providing
really
assists.
unpredictable
Yes.
because defender doesn't know if he's gonna go outside, if he's gonna cut in. They're not sure where he's gonna be. But with Chiesa, at least I do believe that the defender knows. Yes, he's gonna cut inside. He's trying to go for that shot. Maybe, but don't get me wrong over here. I do believe Chiesa is a better player than Berardi. He's one of the favorite players, Federico Chiesa. I want him to start, but I think that Berardi has been playing well, and just because of that, I think he's gonna make it in the squad.
There's a comment here from Zeeshan. I don't know if you can understand the thing. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Forza Juventus is the best team in the world.
Okay, there we
Great,
go.
man.
There we
Decoded
go.
especially for me.
Yes, it is.
Coded actually.
Funny. Yeah, there we go, Azerbaijan. Always.
Thank you.
All right, Belgium, Portugal. This is a
Finally, we're
cracker.
here.
This is a cracker.
How many of your supporters are a fan of Cristiano? Let's just understand that fact first, guys. Sorry.
Yes. But my friend, it's not only Cristiano.
Yep, of course.
Because, and I would probably get a lot of hate right now, but let's hear me out. Cristiano hasn't been playing great. He has been scoring goals, but he hasn't been playing great.
Tell me,
He is
Roman, one thing.
He is at the end. Just a second. He have been playing. He has been playing okay, but he should do much better. But he has been scoring goals. PKs. We like to call him Penaldo. But you know what? Those are goals, and they still need to be scored. But I expect more. I expect more from my boy Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think so should everybody else as well, because this is a huge star. This is the GOAT. But we kind of almost looking for greatness now. We're looking for something extraterrestrial from Cristiano, and every time he scores, we think this is that extraterrestrial things. But I want to see him play. I want to see him ball. I want to see him create stuff, But it happens so rarely recently. I miss that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, but you said it beautifully. Actually, what I was gonna ask earlier was playing football and scoring goals are now the two different things.
Yeah.
Because once you can ball like Ozil, ball like Kevin De Bruyne, and on the other hand, you're scoring like Lukaku, scoring like Cristiano. Like you said, you expect much more from your goal. But is it unfair on our part to expect playmaking from a player who is a striker? He's born to score those goals. Look at Erling Haaland. Do we expect assists, playmaking, dropping back, or do we expect him to score those stunning goals? Just let's not just be unfair over here with Cristiano. He's doing his part, right? He gets those penalties, he buries them.
Yeah.
We don't need to look at anybody else to be on those end of the crosses. Cristiano's there, he's gonna finish it, man.
If I'm not mistaken, the second or the third goal, I think it was the second goal of Cristiano against Hungary. That goal was sensational because he created that goal himself. He passed the ball. It was basically good old stuff, tiki-taka, and he scored just rounding the keeper, no nonsense. That was a good old Cristiano guy
Exactly.
goal. But
The
I need
link up
more.
play was fantastic. You
I
need
need
more.
more
You
of
need to
that.
see those goals.
I need to see more of that one, because PKs, it's okay, but it's just, I need more. I'm
Right, because when you look at Cristiano's goal scoring record, majority of those goals have been penalties, and there was kind of a fact, or I don't think so that it was a fact. It was a saying that in football we should change the rules to whoever gets the penalty should take them.
hmm,
So if it's a winger getting a penalty, let's say Bernardo Silva getting a penalty, Bernardo Silva goes on to take it. In that way, you would feel where Cristiano lacks. If he won't get a
hmm,
penalty, let's imagine Romano, where if in that particular game Cristiano wasn't awarded those penalties, how much rating he would have got from that game. Let's
yeah,
imagine if somebody else scored that penalty. Let's say Jota
yeah,
went on and
yeah,
scored both of goals. How much would you rate Cristiano for that?
hmm.
Just because
Yeah,
he wasn't involved in any other things, not
that's a
playmaking,
good
not
that's a
linking up
good
the play.
point.
So that's my point whenever I'm talking about the GOAT conversations. And
Hmm.
please don't get me wrong over here. I love Cristiano because he has got that nerve to be over there to take the penalty to score the goals. I'm not saying that if Jota were there, he would have scored both the goals. Maybe he might have missed some. And that's why Cristiano is better because he can step up at those levels and score those goals. So,
Yeah.
that's
Is
just
it,
so.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this is an interesting discussion to have, because when you think about penalties and when you rate a player, the penalty in itself isn't exactly explaining how good of a player you are. When you take a penalty, it just only shows you that you have mental strength and you can place
Yeah,
the ball very well. That's it. But what
exactly.
about what about the teamwork? What about the technical skill? What about the physical aspect of the whole thing? No, but it's just to score a PK only tells you just a little bit about the player, but we need so much more. I remember
Yeah,
Perotti. I don't know if you remember him,
yeah.
for Argentina. He was playing for Roma, and he had like 14 or 15 or 16 uh, PKs in a row where he scored. No nonsense PKs. He was just walking towards the
All
goal,
right.
the ball, and just kicking it like Pogba does sometimes.
All right.
And that's it. But you need more. I need more from that.
Yeah, what would be the
So
highlight of that game? It would be those penalties, right? So that's the kind of counter answers I give to the people when they get into that Messi Cristiano conversation, and definitely not being disrespectful to Cristiano over here because I backed up what I was gonna say.
yeah.
So let's just come back to whatever we were doing. I think Roman, we were back in 2016 discussing about Portugal playing Belgium.
um, Big game. Big game for
Yeah,
Cristiano as well. This is another big game for Cristiano, I gotta be said. But this is now bigger because now they have the decent, very, very good offensive side. They have Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne is just back.
yeah.
Um, what else is there? We have Hazard, the younger brother. That is not the
What?
fat, not the fat one, but the other one.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also you have such interesting players, Dries Mertens as well,
Dries
and
Mertens. Doku,
um,
Jeremy Doku has been great,
yeah,
great in the
and
past game, man.
the what's his
Midfield,
name? Tielemans.
Tillemans, yeah,
Yeah,
Tillemans has been good. Then Donker even has been okay. Thomas Moner has been playing balling from the right hand side.
there we go.
So yeah,
My heart tells me Belgium. Let's go. Well, let's go like this. My heart gives me Belgium just because I feel that I don't know. I just have a sense that they've been impressing me more than Portugal.
exactly.
Mm.
Have they been playing good, better
Yes.
than Portugal? Because you look at Kevin De Bruyne, how he came back and changed the game in a course of 45 minutes, right? So
Yeah.
Kevin De
But
Bruyne on one side, Hazard, Lukaku on one side. Let's not just think about the star power on this team. Let's think about how they play together. Actually, that because that's what matters. Does
mm,
this Portugal side play together?
yeah, and we talked about this before as well. Portugal playing very defensively when they have
Yeah,
such a good offensive lineup, but they play defensively now. And the thing is now that who will come out winning of this tie? And as I said, my friend, Belgium. I think Belgium is going to go through, but my mind tells me it's going to be very even. PKs. Cristiano Burr is at the fifth one, and they are through. Uh, but I don't know, man. What do you think?
Um, you answered most of the things for me. Come on, please don't do that. You're making it tense for me. Come on,
Belgium.
man. What? Shit. All
Let's go.
right.
Let's go,
What I was
Belgium.
gonna say. What I was gonna say that Belgium will be playing in a back three. That means that they would be leaving few gaps in those wing area,
Mm.
their left or right side when they are on the attacks. Because let's say Thomas Monet is gonna push up. Who is that left wing back, man? I'm missing. I'm thinking about him right from so long. Who's their left wing back at uh Belgium? Uh, I don't remember, but
The
whoever
left,
it is, I do believe left wing back. Guys,
left wing
if you
back,
are
left
reading
wing
this,
back.
please help. Torgan Hazard, yeah. Torgan
Sorry,
Hazard
guys,
plays, and he's not so good defensively. So he's gonna be up. And from the right hand side, Moner is gonna be up. So when Belgium push forward, like we saw how Portugal would break, they broke Germany on that counter from
Mm.
the right hand side when Bernardo Silva brought in that cross to left hand side to Jota. He squared it to Christian. If they do it perfectly, yeah, Carrasco as well. Thank you so much, Brad. If they
Mm.
do it perfectly, they
Yeah.
can score a few goals against Belgium, but they'll have to be very, very sharp, clinical if they're gonna do that. But then again, yes, like you said, my heart also would say Belgium, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, but it's going to be very, very tight. It could be
Very tight.
anyone's game, but I think Belgium's going to go through. So,
Yeah.
which means quarterfinals: Belgium against Italy, France against Spain, some crackers, Sweden against Germany, and Netherlands against Denmark. Let's start with the easy one: Netherlands
Yeah.
against Denmark. Or is it the easy one? I think it's
Um, it's
slightly.
not easy, but it's Denmark are gonna give them a hard challenge, man.
Yeah.
Let's not put so much thought in this. What you gonna say? Who's your first pick over here? Just based
my
on the
my
recent form.
first my, my first point is Netherlands. I think they are gonna go through, but it also very much depends on where they will be playing. And they will be, oh,
Oh, okay.
mamma mia, they will be playing in Baku.
All right.
That's far away. Um,
Neutral grounds, I think.
Neutral grounds indeed.
Yeah.
Netherlands or Denmark. You know what? I'm gonna go Netherlands because I think they will just edge it out. Denmark, I think we'll have stop. We'll have to stop here.
Yeah, man. This is
Yeah,
the place where they're gonna bow out, and what a
I
journey
think
for
so.
them. So yeah,
Yeah,
Netherlands. Right.
I think so too. Before we go further, I just gotta say thank you to Mr. Suspected Crab there for helping me out for moderation of the chat. I see a lot of people are in the chat. Thank you so much for all your comments here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to answer them all, but Mr. Suspected Crab is doing a wonderful job. And
Yeah.
going back to this one, my friend. Of course, Matthijs de Ligt is in the Netherlands team, so we just slide them through to the semifinals straight away just because he plays for Juve. Sweden, Germany.
Oh. Yeah. Come on, say.
Germany. But
Yeah, right. If they're gonna do it against England, man, come on. But that time they would have been at their best. They
yeah,
would be clicking. They would be flying high. And I don't think so. Sweden have got the firepower enough to beat that defense of Ginter, Hummels, and
no,
Rudiger, who have been phenomenal. And
exactly.
do not miss the work rate of their midfielders, the way they come back and defend. So yeah, I'm gonna say Germany. Yeah.
France against
Oh,
Spain.
okay.
Now this is a tough one. Remember, the thing that I do not like it with France this summer is that they haven't impressed me as much as I expected. I expected them to
Exactly.
just roll over every opposition, even though it was a tough group. But Mbappe hasn't even scored yet.
Yeah.
I have still slight doubts about the midfield. N'Golo Kante has been sleeping so far. Been very average. And you know what? Hugo Lloris should have done better on a couple of occasions. So they're still not good enough to win the whole thing, in my opinion. But Spain as well, struggling.
Right.
So I don't know.
Struggling as well. When you look at the Spain coming up against the best attackers in the world, probably in Mbappe, in Benzema, Griezmann as well, because of his work rate, he's gonna be awesome. And we all know that Dembele is out of this Euro, but they do have
Yes.
Coman as well. Kingsley Coman is gonna play. and Thomas Lemar as well in the attacking options for them. But in the midfield alone, along with Rabiot, Conte, and Pogba, these guys have been awesome. Yeah, Pogba has been
Pogba
the
as
better
well. Yes.
midfielder. He has been balling all through this tournament, and I do believe when it comes to facing Spain, they'll have to bring their best game over here, man. But can they score past Varane, Presnel Kimpembe, Lucas Hernandez, or Digne? I mean,
Yeah.
it's too hard, too hard for Spain because I'm saying France, man. I'm saying France because
They're playing in St. Petersburg.
okay, St. Petersburg.
I don't think that's gonna matter too much.
Yeah,
But again, the weakest link with Spain, we have a lot of trouble with that team, but especially the striker. I mean, Morata cannot be the focal point if he's so inconsistent. And with France, you can just pick and choose Griezmann, Mbappe,
yeah,
Coman, as you mentioned, and so on and so on. Anyone can score. Pogba. I mean, everyone can score. So,
Pogba,
so
of
yes,
course.
I think logical choice would be France, but as we experienced already, you never know.
Yeah, of course we don't know
We
because
know. And this one, my
wow.
friend, this
Okay,
one,
okay,
yeah,
come on.
this one is gonna be very, very close because Italy against big sides tend to show up. Belgium, it is the return of Lukaku against Italian defenders. They know how to stop him, hopefully, because they've played it against him. Chiellini might be back for that game if
Yeah,
Italy get past Austria. Chiellini knows perfectly well how to defend
yeah,
against these huge strikers. Kevin De Bruyne against Italian defense and the midfield. Ooh, that game. I, I
man.
I leave it. I leave it to you, Zeeshan. I leave it to
Come
you
on,
to
man.
decide because I do not know.
Oh, oh man, come on. Okay, fine. I've got 40 good people over here to help me with this one, and I believe that they would help me with this. Come on, man. Rishi Raj, come on. Nikhil, I know, and please, we don't hate Cristiano over here, and we are not neglecting his vision because he doesn't have any. And I'm sorry you had to hear that, but yes, that's the truth, man. So please help me out with this one. Um, so
Chiellini has a problem.
let
Yeah,
Kilini has a problem with versus Lukaku, right?
versus
Let's
Lukaku.
not underrate Lukaku over here, and let's not underrate Kilini over here as well. Roman, my first pick was gonna be because I like the way Italians have played, but it all depends on can they go on and continue to play at the same levels. If they will, they would defeat any teams that they're gonna face.
Hmm.
Because our position doesn't matter when you play beautiful football, when you play perfect positional based football, when you know where the position of your players is and how you're gonna defend and attack, the transition between your teammates. When you look at this Belgium side, Denmark had a great game against them. They
Mm.
played their hearts out. They had a terrific game against them.
Yes.
Almost won that game if it weren't for Kevin De Bruyne. So if Denmark can play like that, and I do believe Italians are no short of spirits. So
Yeah.
Mano,
Yeah.
are you saying where I'm taking this?
I know where you're taking this, and
Holy
I,
shit!
and I and I love every second of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
And I see that in the chat as well. There have a lot of people who are
Oh
saying
man,
Italy. There are some people
Belgium.
saying Belgium.
Oh
Uh, yeah, and you know what? It's just so funny because with Italy, they haven't won this competition in years. And every time they face a bigger side, they tend not to fold. They tend to impress as well and go to all the way to the PKs. Even last time they lost against Germany in the PKs 5 years ago. Now
oh,
maybe it will be Belgium, maybe not. We'll see. But we think I agree with Mr. Z over
thank you,
there. I agree.
thank you.
Italy will go through. It's my wishful
Oof.
thinking, which brings us to Italy against France, Germany against Netherlands.
No, no.
Are we taking this all the way to the final? I mean,
Oh man.
Germany, Netherlands.
Oh shit. And it's too hard to predict this one, Roman, because we don't know how these teams would be playing by then. We don't know about the injuries. We don't know how the top strikers and defenders are performing. What if they concede through some mistakes? So
Remember, Germany was 10 minutes away from being eliminated against Hungary.
exactly,
And now they
Exactly.
are suddenly in the semi-final. This is how close. This is how interesting football is. Guys, you need to help us out. Who are gonna
Yeah.
go through, Germany or
Let,
Netherlands?
let's talk about the team's weakness. Roman, if we take a look at the Netherlands, what do you see? Where do you see? How do you see Germany can exploit them? The weakness of Netherlands.
Probably
Do they have
depth.
any?
Depth.
Depth, right.
Yeah.
Depth will now start to come into play when they have reached the semifinals, because
Yeah.
at this point of time they would be fatigued, there would be injuries, there could be other factors as well. So depth would play a crucial role over here in the semifinals. Taking one factor, who has got the better depth?
Well, it's gotta be. It's gotta be Germany. No, but it's just slightly, slightly.
Slightly better
Yeah.
depth. Oh man.
Never mind the chat, Zeeshan. Never mind the
Uh,
chat. We should never talk about Messi and Cristiano anymore. We should just
no,
lock it
I'm not
away
even looking
somewhere
at that.
else. No, no, no.
All right.
Just
Yeah,
forget
no,
about it.
it's way too common, man. It's way I get this every single video of mine on my channel, man. So it's really common for me. I'm not even looking at that. I was looking for who is supporting who, and Sushan
Well, there we
Bakshi is
go.
saying Mia San Mia. All right, so Sushan says Mia San Mia. I would say Mia San Mia, but
What does that mean?
that's the chant of Germany. Mia San Mia, the chant
Oh, there
for
we go.
Bayern
Yeah,
Munich.
yeah, 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 of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Well, should we go there then? I kind of feel that.
Again, we were talking about the
Oh,
weakness of this team. Come on,
yeah.
man. Roman,
Germany,
what do you
Germany,
think
Germany.
Germany lacks?
Germany, what do
How
they
can
lack?
Netherlands hurt them?
Striker.
Right.
How can they score goals if not? I mean,
Exactly.
Robin Gosens scored 2 goals. No, I think yeah, I think it was 1 goal and 1 assist
Assisted
or
to
something. Yeah,
two
assist.
assists, one goals. Yeah.
Yes. But who else can score the goals beside him and Kai Havertz? Gnabry hasn't scored one. Timo Werner has been on the bench throughout the whole competition, more or less, which is quite surprising, actually.
Yeah. Exactly.
But who's going to score the goals for Germany if Netherlands are smart about defending? Remember, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Steve and Reich can help me out since you guys are Dutch or based in Netherlands. They do play with 5 at the back, don't they?
Of course, yeah. They go with a 3-4-3 kind of formation, and Dumfries and Arnhold, they stick at the back when they are defending, and even Wijnaldum, De Roon, and De Jong come and fill in the central areas, and they make it very pack. They make it
Yeah.
very pack, and when De Ligt is there with De Vries, you got height, you got power, and Daily Blind with his experience, he guides the defenders all around. So you've got leadership, you've got talent, you've got pace of Dumfries, and when when the midfielders come back, they pack it. It gets a resolute defending. And if Germany won't be able to find, because they cannot just pin the balls in the middle of the park, they cannot just
Yeah.
cross because they have nobody to point it to, nobody to aim it at. The number 9 is not there. So they'll have to work their through in the defense of Netherlands, who would be sitting low when they are defending. And it could be hard for them to find those final pass. And yeah, on the counter attack, because if they do that, Germany, if they do that, they would commit men forward. And you know what? Oh, thank you. If they do that, Germany would push men forward. Netherlands would have space to exploit with the pace of Dumfries on the right, with the pace of Arnhold and Depay on the right, and Wijnaldum is gonna.
I see where you're going with this one, and I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
man, come on.
I think so. Yeah. Let's go with the crazy one this time. Let's go with Netherlands.
Wow. Yeah.
The pace up front there. Yes, you have also Memphis Depay, and don't forget that Germany. That they still kind of almost were eliminated against Hungary. I cannot stress it enough.
Yes.
You know, they concede goals. It's so not usual for Germany. It's so unlike Germany to concede goals very easily.
And they are also not able to create some. They found it
Yeah.
awfully hard to create that
They
against.
only create because other teams fail to defend.
Exactly. They
And
capitalize
this,
on their mistake.
yes, and this is something completely different as to when you play strong against strong and you actually create out of something you build yourself. But Germany don't have that just yet. Maybe when they do, when they change the coach after this competition, of course. But I don't know. I feel this is Netherlands,
Yeah.
which
Come on, man.
brings
Let's
us
take
to
it.
France
Wow.
against Italia.
All right. Shit.
Mhm.
And somebody in the chat was saying that De Jong is injured for the tournament. I don't know if that's true. Please confirm it for us if that's true. If De Jong is injured for the tournament,
The Frankie
man.
De Jong.
Yeah, Frankie De Jong. I just read somewhere
Oh,
someone was saying. Yeah, all right. So
really?
if that's true, just let us know, man, because we have got no news for it. Do you know about that, Roman?
It's Lunk. No, no. Steve
It's Luke
says
De Jong.
it's Luke De Jong, not Frankie.
All right. Thank you for clearing up that. It was just mentioned De Jong, and I thought that
Now your heart started to race.
seriously, man. Yeah, I was feeling a pain over here. I still do, man. All right.
um,
So
there we
coming on to
go.
Italy versus France. Shit.
Firepower from France, withstanding the defense of Italy. Italy's attack with goal. As I said before, goals can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
With this Italian side, so far at least, they haven't been tested. We have to remember they haven't been tested, but they will be tested against
Yeah.
Austria
By
and for
now
sure against Belgium.
against
If
Belgium.
if they get through, France or Spain will be waiting them. And you know what? Pogba, Pogba against Verratti, Pogba against Locatelli, Jorginho, Barella against Pogba. That would be a funny one.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll have to
Um,
mark.
oh yes, yeah,
Who
and
would
this
do
is
the
also a
marking
thing.
is
And this is also a
yeah.
thing. The tactical aspect of the whole thing. You know how the
Exactly,
marking
man.
is Mancini against Deschamps. Both are tactical
Wow.
masterminds. I don't know.
And we dare not predict this, Roman. We dare not predict this because it would be awfully bad on our part if we got this wrong. And yeah, right. Animesh, thank you so much. Spinazzola can avoid the Pavard's lack of pace on the left hand side, but would that be enough? Because they would have Kimpembe and Varane, who has got the pace over there. Varane has got the pace, and how would Insigne play along in the center of the park? Who would mark who? Because at, by this time we don't know how's the tactical battle gonna sit.
Mm,
Because when it comes to France, all they need is one ball down the line and only Lord hail Mbappe to race it and score that goal.
yeah. Italy are not going to win
Wow.
this Euro. They have too many youngsters who don't have experience in huge tournament. That is a good point. They will get huge experience this year and can next year's World Cup. They can do that. That is a very good point.
Very good point. Experience over here. Yeah.
Experience. I'm
I
doing it.
cannot help it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You know what? I am
Okay, on
crazy.
what basis do you think that Italians can actually do it if they are defensively solid and they do the job, score one goal, sit back and defend against France? Because let's say that's the way.
Let's say they do it this way, and then they go on the counter-attacking. Chiesa,
Yeah, because yeah.
speedster.
All right.
Spinazzola, speedster. Insigne, Immobile. The Belotti
Berardi.
from the bench.
Yeah.
Berardi. You have Pessina who
Barella with
scored as
his
well.
Messina. Right.
I mean, the goals can come from anywhere. And Verratti, of course. And also, a big question mark here is, can Chiellini play those two games against Spain and against Belgium and against France? Because if Chiellini plays against Belgium, if they go through, and then Chiellini gets injured once again, Acerbi and Bonucci cannot withstand France. This is a big question mark in my opinion. The defense.
All right. Roman,
Donnarumma hasn't
France,
even
I
been
know.
tested yet.
Yeah. Right. He hasn't been tested, but he would be playing against Belgium, playing against Austria, perhaps. And when it comes to this game, France, when you were naming the players from Italy, I would also like to name the players from France.
Sure.
You cannot forget Rabiot, Pogba, who has been having fantastic game, Griezmann, who can turn the game at his whim. You've got this guy, Mbappe. And we cannot just predict this game based on the players they have got. It has much more to do because tactics will be a huge part in this game. And who's going to mark who's going to be on the tail of whom. And that's really important. And France,
injuries as well.
if they right injuries as well. So the right substitution would matter as well. And Italy, I would like them to progress because, like I said before, when the stream started, they are right now my favorite club, favorite team. Sorry, not club. I want them to progress by all means. But right now, France, even though they haven't been clinical, they haven't impressed me. Italians have. So if Italians can continue to play the way they have been playing against Belgium, against they would play against Austria, then they could.
Mental pressure will be on Italy still, and France might scare them every time they attack, which might
Really,
scare Italy to attack frequently. Yeah.
mental
Um,
testing would be done. All
yeah.
right, man. All right.
Is it Italy? Our heart
Uh,
says Italy, but our mind says France.
right.
Let's go Italy,
Oh
man.
man.
Let's go Italy
Oh
and be
man.
done with
All
this.
right. All right. Yeah. 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 Sure. Sure. No problem. And
Um,
all right.
just
Sorry, guys.
just by yes, just by a little bit. Italy against Netherlands in the final, which is interesting.
Man, Roma, let me
Um,
tell you one thing. If you brought Italy into the finals and you're not making them win, I don't like you. Right, congrats. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
That's all. Shit.
No, but
A
this is only based on a lot of luck, I think.
lot of
Luck
luck, man. A lot of
and
prediction.
prediction and tactical decisions. You have
Yep.
to think about the injuries, the right substitutions. You all said this so perfectly when
Yeah.
we were up against France as well. It's so much that needs to go in the right way for Italy. But it would be just, you know what? It would be so boring if we go with France, and then France
Yeah.
winning.
Right, right,
It's
right,
just
right. Everybody knows that. It'll be boring, of
everybody
course.
everybody expects this to happen.
Yeah. We
But
like surprises.
we like surprises. And maybe Netherlands, who knows?
Yeah, maybe Netherlands.
Maybe Netherlands can win this one.
I won't be disappointed if any one of them wins the Euros, man, because I would
To be
love it if
honestly,
Netherlands do it.
no.
That.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
But when
Memphis
it comes to
Depay
Italy,
as well.
yeah, of course, sure. And although I would prefer a tad bit more if Italians win it because I love the way they have played, and I do love the players, man. Barella, Chiesa, all have been fantastic. So
Mm,
yeah, it won't really matter, but we all need to see some craziness.
craziness. This
All
is
right,
craziness.
sorry guys.
Probably.
Yeah,
We are wrong. Probably we're right. I don't know. But as let's just let's save this one. Um, and of course, Italy winning. So their road to final will be Austria beating Belgium and then beating France by PKs or just a little bit,
all
just
right.
extra time or whatever. Netherlands, on the other hand, will beat Germany. They will beat
Oh
Denmark
shit,
and Wales. I see.
Netherlands versus
Honestly,
Germany.
I see Netherlands in the semis.
Yeah, of course.
I
At
see that
least gonna go up to there.
realistically.
Yeah.
With Italy, it's much tougher. With Belgium or
They're
Portugal.
facing the top two teams, man. They're facing the top two, three, four teams, man. Look at Belgium, rank one.
Exactly.
France, rank second. Portugal is well in the top five.
But let me ask you this one. Imagine if Portugal progress against Belgium, Italy against
Wow.
Portugal. That game would be different, I think. That game, I think Portugal might go through if they play against Italy. Honestly.
Still, I would like to think about that, but maybe, yeah. Maybe
Mm.
Cristiano has got that knack to play against the Italians. They,
We like
it's all depends on.
we like
Yeah.
surprises. That's why we didn't pick Portugal. Thank you, Aziz, for the super chat. Funny. We like
Great one,
surprises. Yeah.
of course.
What
Good,
was you
good,
saying?
good.
Sorry.
Nothing, nothing. My statement rested with the comment of this guy. Really.
Good. All right. So, on this note, my friends, thank you so much for joining. This is our prediction. We predicted Italy gonna win the Euros. Imagine that.
And please don't hate us.
And
Please don't hate us.
please don't hate us. Yeah, we'll of course we'll revisit this one and we'll talk
Yeah.
about this one once this is all over. Last question to you, Zeeshan. Who do you think, after all this is said and done, which team do you think will be the biggest disappointment of the competition? Tough.
Biggest disappointment of the season would be of this tournament. I was thinking about between England, Portugal, and France.
Hmm.
But when you talk about the biggest disappointment, it would be France if they're not gonna win it, man, because it's theirs to lose. Like it was theirs to lose in the 2016. They were a phenomenal team back then as well. It was just pure luck, sheer desire from Cristiano and his team to win it. And now Portugal, Portugal, even they have got a good chance, but still it would be much bigger disappointment if France don't win it. Even
Mm,
England, it's not coming home. Let's be really honest. They're not gonna play at that level. We have to see. We have to see football, and they're not
yeah.
doing that. They're all just coloring their heads.
Yes, I
Yeah,
saw
man. Come
that.
on.
If they're winning the whole thing,
Of
they're
course.
gonna dye their hair. Oh no, please
All right.
don't.
So biggest disappointment France for me if they're not
Yeah,
gonna win it or at least reach the finals, man. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I have to agree with you there. I also put Turkey in there, even though it's not even
Oh,
quarterfinals or the knockout stages. But I just put Turkey in there because I feel that they should have done much, much better. But
of course. Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And the top scorer, well, Cristiano. No.
Of course,
Ah,
if it's gonna be if they're gonna make it till the semi-finals, at least Cristiano might end up scoring a few more,
yeah.
one more goal for him. Six would be too hard a task to catch because, but still, let's say Belgium is going to be there. Maybe Wijnaldum would get if Netherlands are gonna make it through till the
Yeah.
finals. Maybe he would get
Yeah.
a few more goals. Depay is there, and
Lukaku, a
Lukaku as
good
well,
call.
right?
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Cristiano, Lukaku, right?
There we go. Okay, last question. I promise. Last question because this is one a bit on my mind for some time.
All
Zeeshan.
right, shoot.
Ballon d'Or.
Oh man.
And
Oh man.
I'll save you. I'll save you now.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna ask you for the name.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna ask you how can you um, rate? How can you give a Ballon d'Or before, to a player? Okay, let's rephrase it.
All right.
Do you have to give a Ballon d'Or to a player who wins a summer competition, for example, Euros or Copa America,
No,
or
not necessarily. No, no.
no? So
Or
it
yeah,
could
you're
be.
gonna add something. You're gonna add
Uh,
something over there. Finish.
uh, so it means that you could actually. Okay, I'll go and throw some names after. You don't have to answer. It means
All
that
right.
you could give it to Lewandowski, you could give it to Cristiano, even though he is not winning it. You could give it to Messi, even though he is not winning the Copa America. Um, or is it only? Do you feel that it should be the guy who has scores the most goals for during the Euros, for example, or Copa America? The Ballon d'Or is a very complicated
I know.
issue
Yeah.
because it's not about the league season, the club season, but it's also what happens for your
Whole
national
whole
side.
season. Of course it is. Of course it is. And these tournaments, the Euros, the Copa Americas are gonna play a huge part in this, Roman. And like you said, that does winning guarantees you the Ballon d'Or. But what if France win the Ballon d'Or? France win the Euros, and let's say Kylian Mbappe doesn't score a single goal. Would you give that to him? I won't. I would not give that the
Mm,
Ballon d'Or to
mm,
Kylian Mbappe if we win. I would rather think about giving it to uh, N'Golo Conte. That's very less probability, even though because Conte hasn't been good in the Premier League. He just played a few good games against in the Champions League. It's a very tough question, but then again, I would say no, you don't necessarily have to win it. You just have to perform good. Like Cristiano now has a very good point, very good say in this now because he scored a
mm.
few goals, decisive ones as well. And Leo also has been playing great in the Copa America, a goal and assist right now. Delit,
This is a question. Well, this is the thing. Do you have to give it to a striker, to the goal
um,
scorer?
given the history, Roman, it's been long. It's been long since a defender won it, and we have seen that even the best performance from a defender throughout the season, that's being Virgil Van Dijk, didn't
Mhm.
win it. We
Yeah.
have seen it, so we now know that how they think, how the journalists think. They want to have a star man. So, who's the defender that comes to your mind if you're going to pick the Ballon d'Or? I don't think so. It's Dillit.
Hmm.
Hasn't been playing for Juventus for a while. I mean, come on, I'm sorry for that, but
I don't know. It's very very tough. It's got to be. Um, you have to be a very special kind of a defender. You know who can
Yeah.
Not only defending, but he also scoring goals, creating. Because a defender,
Why
his
not
job is to,
Rudiger? Why not Rudiger? I mean, like he had a fantastic performance all through the
yeah,
season in the Champions League. Why not Ruben Diaz had a great game in the Premier League? You know
yeah.
what? If Portugal wins it, I would ask it for Ruben Diaz as well, player of the season in the Premier League. Had a great time in the Euros as well, resolute performance. But then again, the goal scorers would win it, and Cristiano might end up winning it. You know what? That's how the Ballon d'Or works. I think so, at least.
Franz Beckenbauer won it in 72. He was a
Right.
defender, or slightly a midfield defender. Platini, Belanov van
Cannavaro.
Basten, Mateus, Cannavaro, yes, indeed. Matthias Sammer, Andrei Shevchenko, strikers. Cannavaro won it in 2006. This was the last time a defender won.
Yeah, right. So going to
Yeah.
defender is a very far off topic, man. I would rather ask you to stick it to the most probable ones. Why not Lewandowski? He played great season altogether, played decent. Although he cannot take
Mm.
his team into the further rounds of the Euros, but he scored 3 goals. Why would you take it away from him?
Ballon d'Or belongs to Cristiano because he'll get more votes. Well,
Thankfully, yeah,
this is
yeah.
it.
Come on,
This is it. This is a popularity competition.
but thankfully the
Uh,
guys who are voting are not Cristiano fanboys.
well, Luka Modric got the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, and he deserved it. He deserved it.
Do you think so?
Yep, I think so. He had a fantastic
Yeah.
performance that year, man.
Hmm.
Come on, the Champions League winning, the World Cup, going to the final.
Yeah, that's probably that's a good point. Cristiano number second, Antoine Griezmann number three actually. Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, my
Yeah,
friend.
we'll
Whoever
see.
wins it probably is gonna be well deserved. It should be. It
Yeah,
should be this time. I really hope. To me, my honest opinion, I hope Lewandowski gets it because this
yeah,
guy has been scoring
of
goals for
course, of course.
fun. And last season,
He would have won it, man. Last season, it was
yeah,
very clear he would have won it, and he has continued that same form in this season as well. And let's be honest, if it weren't for the Euros, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. It was really clear if it
mm,
weren't for this Euro, he would have gone till the very end and won it in the December because he would have kept the same scoring form when the season would start.
yeah. All right. On that note, thank you very much, Zeeshan, for joining. There's been great fun. Euros are so
Thank you.
much fun with you
Ah,
around.
come on.
we, we we talk about the Euros. It's a lot of fun. So
It is fun.
it is fun, and of course we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Tomorrow it is Wales
Yeah,
against Denmark, and then it's
right.
Italy against Austria. Italy against Austria. Watch along here, probably at your channel as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. Pick your poison, guys, but enjoy your day today and day tomorrow. Zishan, you're a bit under the weather, probably. So
I
get well.
I was. Yeah, thank you so much.
Get well
Feeling
soon.
better right now. Thank you.
COVID? No.
No, 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 no. We all got vaccinated, Roman, and I think I don't go out of the house that often, so I'm
No,
stuck over here.
I know,
Yeah,
because you're streaming 24/7, my friend.
yeah.
That's why I
Thank
know
you.
where you
Yeah,
are at all
yeah.
times.
That people have got counters on me, man.
Oh yes,
Great,
oh yes.
great.
All right, last time, guys. Talk Football HD, great guy. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube, and also they have an amazing Discord server as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So on that note, have a good one. We love football, and hope you do as well. And stay safe, and stay safe with all around you. And hopefully, COVID will be soon gone, so we can actually watch some football live. That'd be fun.
Yeah, great.
All right, have a good one, my friends. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.